Hey, what's up everybody? This is Natural Soap Man. Man, it's great to see everybody. As you're probably aware, we didn't have a review last week because I was actually up in Buffalo, New York. However, it's great to be back. Great, and I'm very thankful for you guys for joining me. This week, I'm actually going to be reviewing another soap by Mountain Man called the Mountain Trail. So let's get right into the video. So let's go ahead and take this opportunity to take a closer look at the box. Okay, first thing looking at this box, you're probably gonna notice the logo. He's got a really cool logo. I really do like his logo. It's very simplistic, but it tells you a whole lot. I like the window in the front as well. I like how he tells you about his brand and what he's all about and his soap company. I also appreciate how he goes a little bit more in depth about the soap itself and what inspires him and how he came, or how he basically made his scent. And then he tells you the ingredients, and that looks really cool. It's actually this is actually a pretty darn big bar of soap as well. But there you have it. That's what the box looks like, guys. Let's move on to the next part of the video where we take a closer look at the soap itself. So, all right, guys, in this section of the video, we always take a closer look at the soap itself. So let's zoom in. Right away, this is a very pretty looking bar of soap. It has a dark green mixed, kind of swirled in together with a lighter green. You're probably also noticing that it's a big bar of soap. This is a big boy. It comes in at 8 ounces. So it's definitely a little bit bigger than your average natural bar of soap for sure. It features a brick style versus a square style cut. Probably noticing the little specks, little ruggedness to it. That is your ground oatmeal. That is acting as your exfoliate. But all right, my friends, that is what the Mountain Trail looks like. Let's go ahead and move on to the next part of the video where we're gonna take a closer look and talk a little bit about the ingredients. All right, gentlemen, putting the ingredients on the screen now for you to check that out. As you can probably tell, you have your olive oils, you have your coconut oils, you have MCT oils. You got your sustainable palm oils, which we often see quite a bit. Probably noticing you also have that earth filtered mountain spring water again. 2 essential oils are being featured here as well. We have the pine and the cedar. Some companies do that pretty well, some don't. Well, most don't, in my experience, but some get it right. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. But yeah, those are your 2 essential oils. You have a grapeseed extract. You also have aloe vera present in there as well. 2 really good ingredients for your skin. You have some natural coloring that's also found in there. But overall, all natural ingredients, no red flags. Everything kind of checks out here. Really cool. Still disappointed though. Still no feedback. He never responded to me. I don't think he uses Instagram. I think it's just there. But I was really hoping for a response. I want to know more about his little natural fragrance, but he says he makes his own stuff, so I thought it'd be pretty cool to elaborate, maybe share that, but he never responded, so if he didn't respond by now, he's just not going to. But that's fine, you know, hey, whatever. You know, it's no big deal. I just was more curious about it because I know he says on his website, so, but, oh well. Anyway, moving on, those are the ingredients, good stuff there. Checks out, but let's move on to the next part of the video where we do a sniff test and I'll talk a little bit more about the scent for you guys. All right, my friends, let's do the sniff test. We're gonna talk a little bit more about the scent, what this bad boy smells like. All right, for the Mountain Trail, my friends, it obviously features a woodsy, a little bit of outdoorsy. Really, it's just a combination of pine and the cedar. That's really what we're getting here with a little blend of aloe vera in there, I guess. When you first get the bars, because this is weird, bear with me here, follow me. This is actually a very awkward smelling bar of soap because when I first got it, pine and cedar are some of my favorite smells, period. When you first get it, man, it smells very nice. It's like, oh wow, it's very pleasant, it's very gentle, it's subtle, and it's just very relaxing, very soothing. I could tell he didn't go very strong either way. You catch the aloe vera a little bit in there as well. And first impression, it's a very nice smelling little bar of soap. Not bad at all. This is where things get really weird. And I never had this, never really experienced with any soap, honestly. It's usually the opposite of what I'm about to tell you. When I got in the shower or when I used it, I don't know why, but I guess the water mixed with the smells. it took on like a different quality even. Like it smelled, I kid you not, I could not shake it, but it smelled like wet metal. Super weird. I was like, I don't know. I can't explain why. I don't know. There's no metal in the soap, obviously. I just could not shake it. It really smelled, and I'll be honest with you, I did not like that. Not one bit. I did not enjoy. I did not enjoy actually using the soap. It just smelled weird. It really did. When you got in the shower, I don't know if it was the water mixing with it, but I just did not like it. And usually it's the opposite. Usually it's like you can't really smell, but when you get in the shower, it kind of like releases the smell. Here, it tampered with it. It just did not smell very well, and I did not like the way it smelled. I'm telling you, to me, it smelled like wet metal, and that's obviously not something I want to smell like. So yeah, that's what it smelled like to me. First impression, it smelled nice, but in the shower, just a no go, ain't for me. But with that being said, guys, now we talked a little about the smell, the sniff test. It's a no for me on that end. But let's go ahead and move on to the lather test, where we're gonna check out and see how this bad boy actually lathers. So let's move right. Guys, welcome back. And now that we saw the lather test, as you can tell, the Mountain Trail features a really nice lather, incredible lather actually. Now we're entering the final part of the video. We're gonna do some wrapping up, do some final thoughts, do some recommendations and all that great stuff, kind of go over everything. First and foremost, we looked at the box. I like the box work. I typically am a big fan of cardboard, the natural look. I like the logo and things like that. Typically I'm a fan of that style of box work and things like that. The soap itself is very pretty. Features like a pale, and a combination of a pale and a dark green. It's an 8-ounce bar soap, so it's definitely bigger, much bigger than your typical natural bar soap for sure. This soap does come out at $10, and if you didn't watch my last review where I reviewed the Lumberjack by the same company, kind of go over it again and say it again. Probably the biggest con with this soap or this company is the shipping hand's a bit pricey. There are ways to get around it, but if you just want to buy a bar straight up and try it, the shipping's pretty expensive. I bought these 2 bars of soap and the shipping handling cost me $10. I think on the website it says like $5 a bar, something like that. So I'm thinking that's crazy to me. So, but there are ways to get around it. Like if you spend $45, you can get free shipping handling, or I think you also offer like packages, things like that. So there are ways to mitigate it, but still though, if you just wanted to buy a bar soap straight up, it's gonna cost you a pretty penny. So that's a bummer. We took a closer look at ingredients, 2 thumbs up, nothing to complain. All really nice natural ingredients there. So nothing really to report there, just good stuff. We also did the sniff test, and this is where it gets a little dicey for me. I'm not a big fan of the way this smells. You may like it, but for me, it's a no for me. First impression, smell very nice. I like pine, cedar. I like the outdoorsy woodsy smell it has. It's very pleasant, very subtle, very gentle. But man, I have no idea what happens after that, because once you get in the shower, it just changes and it smells like wet metal. Did not like my experience with that, so that is a big no for me. Very, very importantly though, the performance of the soap did very well. Maybe the most important part of the review is how did it perform, and the performance wise was really good. Just like the Lumberjack, it did very well. Not surprising when you look at the ingredients. Skin was soft, moisturized, no complaints there. You know, these soaps are very high quality. I'm gonna say it again, like I said in my last review, I have no issues with the soap themselves. Well, this one I do, and the Mountain Trail I do, because I just don't like the way it smells. But the quality and the performance and that side of it, even the size of it, I don't even mind the price of it coming at $10. I don't even mind that part. It's that darn shipping handling. So performance wise, it did really well. However, at the end of the day, for the Mountain Trail in particular, I can't recommend this one. One, shipping handling's too much. Two, I just don't like the way it smelled. I don't like that at all. I can't recommend something like that. I truly just did not like my experience with the soap, using the soap, as it just smelled really weird to me. So I'm gonna have to say a no to this one, pass this one. Check the company out itself. They have good stuff, they have good soaps. Just this one, maybe don't try this one. Try the other ones. Or if you do try it, you've been warned, you know. But alright guys, that's it for this review. Once again, my name is Natural Soap Man. It was a pleasure serving you guys. I'll see you next Tuesday and the following weeks, guys. We got a lot of really cool soaps coming up. I'm really excited for the next couple of weeks for sure. But till then, guys, I'll see you next time. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.